Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your August 2018 Love and General Tarot reading. I'm Gemstone Tarot. We've had some pretty dramatic readings so far, so I'm not expecting yours to be anything less. We are in Mercury retrograde, Mars retrograde, all kinds of eclipses going on. We just had a full moon, lunar eclipse in Aquarius. I've got a partial new moon solar eclipse in Leo on the 11th. Yeah, we live in interesting times in August. July was pretty potent, wasn't it, Saggy? So let's have a look. Whoa, bang straight out with the lovers. Woohoo! Ooh, okay. Ooh. We'll have three more for you, actually. Ooh. Oh, God, that guy, this guy has come out. For you, he kind of flipped the right way round. But I'm not convinced. Okay, August seems to be a little bit on like Tron. There will be some kind of choice for you to make, Sagittarius. Straight out with the lovers, okay? Gemini card, but also used to be called the choice. Whenever the lovers comes up, there is an element of choice about something. Also an element of sacrifice is usually involved as well. Right next to it, the Empress. I found for a lot of the signs this month, Saggy, that things are being set up for September, that being the 9th month of the year. And for me, the Empress as well represents the kind of harvest time of September. Two major arcana cards there, straight off the bat. For some of you, there are choices about issues to do with motherhood, fertility, femininity, what you want to grow, what you want to keep, what you've put your time and effort into. Often with the Empress there is the gestation element to it, so we're talking something that is really in you, something you really want to birth, something you really want to grow. There's also that new moon at the bottom. So watch out for the 11th. I think it's the 11th. I keep saying the 11th. I'm just looking at my moon diary. Yes, it is the 11th. Depending on where you are in the world, obviously. Eclipse in Leo. Very powerful times, very powerful energy, but decisions to be made. Some things to stay, some things to go. And also when you get the Empress, she's usually representing a woman who's pregnant. And a woman who's pregnant has all of the wisdom, but of course isn't as mobile and doesn't have all of the choices. You know, she can't run as fast. She can't do everything that everybody else can do physically because she's encumbered. So there is a sense of having to sacrifice something to have what you really want. For some of you, this is quite joyful, actually. We've got the 7 of Wands. Some of you are glad to give up the fight, actually. You didn't want to fight for something. You don't want to fight with someone, perhaps. And that's in the reverse, the 7 of Wands. The need to defend yourself, if you look here. You know, and the pregnant woman really is a vulnerable figure. She can't particularly defend herself. But at the same time, the Empress is fierce in different ways. For some of you, a situation is clearing about, I would say, the King of, I don't know actually. There's two kings, got King of Swords, King of Pentacles. For some of you, you're deciding between two different men, which is nice. Not always, obviously. Got King of Swords, King of Pentacles. So air signs, earth signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. For some of you, a situation gets easier. 9 of Swords in reverse. You let go of the paranoia, of the need to defend yourself, of the fight, of the... Some of you let go of the cause even, you know, you don't even have to fight for the cause. There is a feeling of beautiful acceptance of surrender. A good time for those of you looking to get pregnant as well has just come to me. Some of you may meet somebody you're not sure how you feel about them. To me, this looks like an air sign. King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Right next to him is the 4 of Cups, otherwise known as meh, or I don't know, or I'm just not feeling it. What my friend calls the flutters. The flutters, sort of below screen. Have you got the flutters, you know? Is it on like Tron? You know what I'm saying? For some of you it isn't, but it's nice to meet somebody. For others of you, you may meet somebody, or you may have already met somebody where you're asking yourself, is this person who they say they are? King of Pentacles is someone who is reliable, follows through and does what he says he will. Earth signs, dependable, often slow moving. King of Swords is somebody who is more difficult to make out. You could be trying to work out if somebody is Mr. King of Pentacles or Mr. King of Swords. Then right up there to the Lovers, this choice, you know, are they this, are they that? It's like a Jekyll and a Hyde. Your overall energy card is the Magician in reverse. So somebody is not who they say they are. If you are single, yeah. See, I turned over the card underneath, Devil in reverse. If you're single and you meet somebody this month, which you may well do, Mercury retrograde is a strange time to meet somebody. When you do meet somebody, there is a certain boomerang about it, where you think to yourself, oh, I thought it was this and it's that. Or it can be the energy of someone coming on very strong and then ghosting, or somebody being one way then being another. They are not 100% how they're presenting themselves. The Magician in the upright is an alchemist who manipulates the 4 elements of the tarot. And when I say manipulates, I don't really mean it in a negative sense. He alchemizes, whatever the word is. When he goes into the reverse, for me, often represents Aquarius. Just saying, because the King of Swords is there. When he goes into the reverse, it becomes more of the setup of a magic show, where you watch somebody performing a series of stunts, of tricks, of sleight of hand, where they're sawing a woman in half, but they're not really sawing a woman in half, where they're pulling endless, you know, the thing with the thing out of the sleeves, but actually there is a little pocket sewn into the coat. If you went and looked in the coat, you'd see all what's inside, and it's not as impressive as it seems. Bear in mind that when we go to watch a magic show, we are half of the trick. In other words, we buy into it. We don't rush up on the stage and go, you haven't really cut her in half, look! And then you turn it around and show everybody. That would spoil it for everyone, okay? But, excuse the door slamming, but at the same time, make sure you're not buying into or participating in this. Take a step back. Try and just see who this person is, okay? Because the other thing that could happen here, we've got the Ace of Wands, is that there could be a lot of sexual chemistry. And often with the Magician in reverse, that's the cloak, okay? And it can be a bit blindsiding. For those of you looking for ideas for business, starting business, Ace of Wands is a rocket of desire and a rocket of creativity. Now, Mars is in reverse, Mercury's in reverse. It probably wouldn't be the greatest time, unless you have to sign on dotted lines and to start complete new ventures from scratch. But it is definitely the time to reassess old ideas and also to come up with ideas. You know, aces are coming up with things, but they're nascent, they're kind of growing. They're in the ether, they're presenting. They're not necessarily the finished article. So just catch yourself if you're trying to sign it off too soon, form it too soon, because Ace of Wands is an unformed energy. And sometimes, like this is me with my ball of chi, okay, it's good to do this with the energy. Play with it for a bit, mess it up a bit, be messy with it and see what it feels really powerful. Feel what comes out of it rather than assign it rational ideas too quickly. In business, you may find someone willing to back you financially. Again, just pay attention to the detail. Make sure they are who they say they are. They have got the money they say they have, and their contract is all good, and get it checked. And I would leave it until September. That's just me. I'm not doing anything like that till September because Mercury's retrograde and it's all just a bit, it all comes back to you when you try and do it in really weird ways. And also Mercury for me is a really good filter. It shakes out and rinses out all of the weirdness and the anomalies and the strange things that you can't work out. Gets shaken out by the end of it if you just observe. You've also got the Hanged Man in the reverse, so know that momentum has started to build for you, Saggy, if you've been waiting for that. But again, it's kind of building in August when you need to be really careful about the decisions that you make. So you are a lovely fire sign, you are mutable, you know, you are ruled by Jupiter, which is a wide-ranging, trusting and philosophical planet. But you might have to get your sensible shoes on and just cool your jets till September on the details. Ooh. Okay. For some of you, if you do meet someone, air sign person, we get specialness. Just be careful that they're not too into themselves with that Magician card. For others of you, there is a love communication. This is really nice, actually. If you're single, Saggy, it's a good month. It's the luck card, finding love when you least expect it. But also we get the healing card of communication. Healing rows between people, rifts between lovers. You could hear from someone you haven't heard from in a while, which is really, really nice. And it will be nice and you'll be pleased to hear from them. That's lovely. Or if you're in a relationship, this could be taking it to another level. But if you're single, yeah. Sparkly pants on this month, Saggy. Time to get out there. Or get on the internet or wherever we get on. Wherever we get it on these days, you need to get it on, okay? Because August does look good for you in that respect. 2 kings in a reading as well. Your oracle card, which is very Sagittarian actually, is why. In August, keep asking that question. Whether it's about your Ace of Wands and your business and creative ideas, or whether it's about a person you're not sure about, don't conclude. Don't need to come to any conclusions. You just need to keep asking why. It's a bit like, now what is it? There's a book. I'm trying to think of the name of it. I can never remember the name of things that I want to quote from. A Room with a View. E.M. Forster. To the eternal why, there is a yes and a yes and a yes. Just keep asking the why, okay? The yes comes in September. I get there in the end, people. Abundance. I can feel that actually. It's very nice. It's very nice for you, Saggy. I like this reading, okay? If you want a private reading, do check the description box for details. And also do subscribe, Saji, if you haven't already, and catch up on my daily videos. I do post a video every day. And also I've got a pick a card, how do they feel about you reading, that's up, so have a look at that. And I'll see you soon. Namaste.